Hey guys, Mr. Abyss here with Life as a Shonen. If you are enjoying the content in our channel, don't forget to like our videos and go ahead and subscribe. Alright guys, first time I've ever done a video like this, but I think I'm finally fed up with it. With a lot of movies that I hear about and I'm looking forward to, you read the reviews of people and I swear it's like every time it's the worst movie ever, such a disappointment and letdown. It's not. This time, I mean, the last two movies where it has been told to me that this was an affront to all other movies created in this genre were the Superman versus Batman, which, other than like two small, very minor things, was a great movie. I mean, awesome. We'll do a video on that later. I won't get into that. The other one being this new Star Wars movie, The Last Jedi. I'm talking like an hour before I left the house, all I was reading was negative stuff about this movie. I went and saw it myself, and it blew my mind. Like, I'm honestly saying, maybe it's the afterglow of seeing the movie. I do this with some songs, so possibly it could be that. But this was my favorite Star Wars ever. The only other Star Wars that's even close to it is the last one that came out. I mean, they blow the other ones away to me. I do like the original ones, but these are just like updated versions of those. I guess you could argue that, they're the same story, but they're just doing the hero's journey cycle. Essentially every story is the same. There are certain themes that are going to go throughout it, and I think people are actually noticing this on these movies now. Perhaps it's that. But two things I wanted to go over. It's not going to be a long video, and this is 100% spoiler-free. I am not a fan of doing spoilers to people. It can ruin movies. It can make you go into the movie with a bad taste. I want you to go in there and be surprised and truly enjoy yourself. So all my stuff is not going to be vague, but it's not going to give any detail about the story, I promise. So the first thing I want to go over is the characters in the story. My favorite character by far is Kylo Ren. I can understand why people don't like him because they had problems with the last Anakin, who I'm not saying was good. That was awful. But what I am saying is this Kylo Ren, the actor, I'm not prepared enough to actually know the actors' names. I'm sorry. But whoever's playing Kylo Ren did it the right way. From what I know of Sith, they're supposed to be giving into their emotions. They are like pouting children. If they don't get what they want, they freak out. Say you're walking through a toy store and you see a child get turned down by his parent, wanting to buy him a toy. The kid loses his mind half the time. That's exactly what's happening to Kylo Ren. He is trying to please Snoke all the time, and it's not working out the way he believes it's supposed to. And he goes into these fits of rage. That's how they're supposed to be. And in my opinion, this is going to be extremely controversial. I enjoy him more than Vader. Because he doesn't seem infallible. He is just as new as Rey. He's getting to learn the dark side, but even Luke notices his potential. Kylo Ren has Skywalker blood in him. There's a reason the things that are happening around his life are happening the way that they are. And I'm glad that he's the character representing the dark side, because bad guys are what make stories to me. I love a good bad guy, so I usually tend to pick the bad guys as my favorite character, and I do enjoy him. The second character I wanted to address is Rey. I like that you do learn things about who Rey is, but it's still vague. You can't be 100% sure about what's going on or what's being revealed about what's her origins. And I think it makes it great. I believe the vagueness strengthens her character. It gives her depth. We're only getting arrows that are pointing us to the directions of what it might be. That's probably the best way to put this. Still great tidbits, though. Gotta love nuggets. The third character that I wanted to address in this, Luke goddamn Skywalker. In this movie, you get to finally see, to me, in my opinion, the first time we've seen what a Jedi can really do. I mean, Luke blows my mind. He's my favorite Jedi by far, and I was not a fan of Luke Skywalker before this. But, graphics have caught up. We're able to do some crazy things now, and he fulfills every single dream I had of him in my head. Was not disappointed at all. To me, Mark Hamill will always be the Joker, but this cemented Luke in my mind for the rest of my life. The other side of things I want to touch on in the video are the story aspects. I believe in this story they took chances that George Lucas never would have taken if he was running the show. One of the problems about the last trilogy was that it was too corny. There was too much. It's gonna sound bad. There was too much happiness all the time. Even the bad scenes didn't feel dark. That's not like it in this. You get these moments where, like, if they went a certain way, it would have been just like all the rest. But they took the chance, and it worked out to me. I was blown away. I would love to hear why people think it's so terrible, because I don't have a bad part. There could be one bad part in the movie, but it was just from corniness and kind of like meh. But it was a small 30-second scene. You're going to tell me that one 30-second scene is going to ruin a nearly 3-hour movie? Not for me. It was a great movie. Don't listen to people that are telling you that it's bad. Go see it for yourself. In fact, do that for every single movie you ever see on the internet that you might want to see. Stop listening to the critics. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. I just wanted to do a real short one because I enjoyed the movie so much I felt this needed to get out there. Take it easy.